joining us this evening. So I'd just
Thanks
like to start with your thoughts on this new tool. Have you had a chance to look at it, and why now?
Well, it sounds like a great idea. I mean, the church, I think, has suffered from a lack of credibility when it comes to the racial justice issue. And that lack of credibility even affects our ability to evangelize. So I'm excited about what they're doing. I'm a friend of Dr. Walter Kim, and I know whatever he does is going to be thoughtful and surely redemptive. I'm looking forward to it.
So along those lines, you know, the names that Jenna just listed they're all considered experts, but some are also seen as toxic to some evangelicals who they say their work, they label their work as woke, erroneously or not. Justin, does it bolster the credibility of those who've done the work to have the National Association of Evangelicals recommendations, or does it potentially hurt the organization's standing among the people that it aims to serve?
I don't know that every book on the list that they're telling people to accept everything and endorse everything that's in that book. But there are even secular scholars who we may be able to take things from. We need to wrestle with what they're saying about race and their views. And so I wouldn't take that list as necessarily. I think some of the people have been endorsed, but I wouldn't say everyone on there is completely endorsed. It may just be people we need to wrestle with to better understand the issue.
So, Scripture, of course, teaches about the dignity and worth of all people. So, some might question why we even need a racial justice tool. Justin, how do you respond to those who feel like the Bible is really enough here?
Well, I would just say read your history. The Bible does not prevent us. Obviously, that's what's most important, but it does not prevent us from understanding historical context. And I think when we try to enter conversations and fix problems without historical context, we can end up making things worse. So I would say that the Bible would tell us, in order to love our neighbor the best we can, that we need to understand the prologue and the context so that we can approach these issues in an effective way.
Justin, why has it been so difficult, you know, you mentioned it right off the top, for churches and Christians to wrestle with the issue of race? Where is the rub? Why is it so hard for us to actually wrestle with the tension?
You know, I think some of us have a romanticized view of America. But if we believe in the fall, we should understand that while America may have done good things, that it's also broken in some ways. And so Christians, that shouldn't be a big deal. But I think there is part of the American church that doesn't want to admit that brokenness and reckon with some of our history. It doesn't mean we can't get better. It doesn't mean that we haven't helped and done good things in the past, but it does mean we have things to fix.
Yeah. Justin, where are some places you see signs of progress when it comes to racial reconciliation among Christians? And what makes you maybe feel hopeful?
Well, I've seen some good things on the local level, but I'll say this. Especially at some colleges, I travel to a lot of Christian colleges and universities, and I'm seeing people who are interested in this conversation, but also want to do it in an orthodox and biblical way, and that's always encouraging to me.
Justin, we always appreciate your time and your insights. We know that you and the AND campaign are actually kind of working in this space, so thank you so much for lending your expertise.
Thank you, Justin.
Well, a 6-year fight